Welcome back to ZX Prequel. It is now time to fuck around in the world's last nature preserve.
And fuck all of these moles.
Oh, now I remember. That's what Eurasia is.
Yes, this is the one part of the world that is, like, actually livable without having to go outside and, like, fucking hyper-regulator gear.
It's livable because the space station crashed. Mistakes into miracles.
It's been, what, 200 years? Really, they built stuff to last, considering this place hasn't been, like, upgraded or maintained at all. And again, it slammed into the ground.
What was going on with the water to the left? Like, it started inside the wall as a solid downward streak.
Maybe it's one of those discontinuities. Like, there's porous rock that lets the water in, and then there's non-porous rock that stops it.
Look, don't worry about it.
Looks exactly the same.
Don't worry about it.
Probably a small difference in crystal structure.
Don't worry about it.
I worry about these things if they're not rocks but crystals.
Don't worry about it.
You know, thinking about that, has there ever really been, like, a TV show or movie that, now with your newfound scientific knowledge, you just can't watch it anymore?
No, usually I don't care too much about that. I mean, I just accept that stuff is gonna be ridiculous no matter what, so...
You know, one of my favorite movies that I've never seen is The Core.
I've heard good things about it.
Yeah, it's about going down into the fucking planet's core. What if you could? Okay, but what if you could?
And what if you could leave some nukes there just cuz?
Yeah.
Nukes make everything better. There, the water ended again.
I like that tiled background, though. With some slightly moved waterfalls.
Well, that is some eye graphic.
I think it's supposed to be looking at the ceiling.
It's odd. It's odd that the ceiling has a beehole and is also on the side.
Well, it's 200 years old. It probably was something else back then.
I'm pretty sure that is Bloodborne's moon from the DLC.
Wait. Bloodborne has DLC with a moon that looks like a beehole.
Yes, or an eye, but you know, Bloodborne is very psychosexual, so...
It's based on 18th century England. It's going to be extremely psychosexual.
Mostly about women parts, though.
Hey, I remember this.
Yeah, I remember this from X2.
No, this pipe on the floor, that is 04.
Yeah, so this thing is back. It works exactly the way that you think it will.
Yeah, it's a big old dummy. It's the first boss in every X game.
But this one flies, so that makes it a 0.
Yeah. Are you sure?
Yeah, that and the rings really give it away.
I thought it was just the one.
I think this is why everything started going wrong when X5's intro boss is a floating Sigma head, and that X6's intro boss is just a pile of garbage.
Pile of garbage and a little radio orb.
Yes, that made absolute 0 sense. Including the end, which had 0.
Oh man.
You fight the internet version of it now?
No, that's the next level.
Oh.
In this level we have to
immediately came back.
I really love those backgrounds that are so pixelated and artifacted that you can only kind of vaguely tell what they are when they get blown up. Now we have the negative. Teleporting blocks.
I do like that you can see where the blocks are going to be because of the ropes in the background, but that still didn't help any, because fuck Yoko blocks.
The funny thing is, though, these ones also have a novel solution to the problem of getting stuck inside them. If you get stuck inside them, you die.
Well, that is
that's fine.
not
That's
what I would
fine.
call a solution.
It's fine.
I mean, you're not stuck inside them anymore.
I would call it a choice. Perhaps not a good one.
It's fine. It's fine. This game is fine.
You can deal with it. I mean, you're over a pit anyway. If you miss it, you're still gonna die.
It's fine.
Getting reminded of the god-awful Yoko section that leads to the Omega fight in CX, I think. It's like, I surely would like to try this fight a bit more because it's probably going to be fun, but I can't get to it because the section 4 is so awful and unfun.
Oh, come on, you have Model H. You can just fly over that shit.
Can you though?
You have an air dash and a hover. You can survive basically anything with that.
You can skip a bunch, but not everything. I think I killed Omega once and was like, that was pretty cool, and now I have to go back. Then I died and game over, and I was like, oh, fuck this. So I don't think that I've ever actually beaten Omega and then saved.
Just, yeah, we beat the giant horrible death robot, trips and falls into spikes and immediately explodes.
Yeah, it's like all of these, oh now Wily Castle is exploding. The next 3 levels are you getting out. Have fun.
Oh man, that would actually be pretty good.
It depends on how well the levels are designed, huh? Anyway, I have a fan game to make.
We'll have to message them and finish up Mega Man Dongs. The whole place is just automatically self-destructing. You're on a time limit the whole time.
It's like you get into the castle and once you go in, the door collapses behind you and you get informed that Proto Man just beat Wily and now everything is falling apart.
You still have to fight all the fortress bosses because he just skipped them.
Right.
You just have like you have a dragon that just has crap fall on it randomly.
The Proto Man just teleports to the boss chamber as he always does. Like, he keeps thinking, why does Mega Man go through the front door all the time? Is he like stupid? We can teleport.
Well, the thing is, Mega Man doesn't actually know Wily's encryption password because he never bothered figuring it out.
Also, he's not a cool motorcycle ninja with a cool shield.
Don't forget the scarf.
Look. I never forget the scarf. It's there in my heart.
I think Mega Man 5 would have been considered the absolute best Mega Man, even though it already is, if Mega Man had donned the scarf which Proto Man let fall down at the start, like Darkman disguised as Proto Man, and they would actually have changed the sprite.
That'd just be too cool.
And it would definitely be the best Mega Man game.
Oh man. So there goes the first ring around the giant flower thing. Oh cool, our case of amnesia is gone. We remember everything now.
Wait. So, first there was a bee-hole, and now we're destroying rings.
Persona, Anima? This reminds me of a certain JRPG series.
That's weirdly focused on Jungian psychology?
But we had some Jungian psychology in school, so...
Wow. Me too. High five, European buddy.
I thought it was complete bullshit and I still do so, you know. I'm a man of science, not of psychology.
Look, psychology is repeatable.
Net, I know your whole life has revolved around finding out what killed your parents, and I know who killed your parents, but I'm not fucking telling you.
No, that's not Jungian. That's fucking the other guy. Spielbergian. Fucking whatever.
Can I not dissuade you from doing this stupid thing?
Freud was all about fucking the other.
So now it's time for the X vs. Zero fight, and to be honest, I think this is way better than the actual one.
Awesome. Why does he keep changing color?
Because he uses his special weapons.
What? Nobody uses special weapons. That's crazy talk.
He does. He uses pretty much all of them.
A man after my own heart. That looks super awesome.
Yeah. I mean, his biggest weapon is just his other charge shot that he shoots at you when he falls from the sky. Most of the time, he won't really miss with it. Though he is programmed to use certain ones more than others, like the reflecting shot and the split shot.
It would be my downfall, I'm terrible at dodging reflections.
So there's actually two different versions of this fight, one if you're playing as X and the other if you're playing as Zero.
Well,
Of
it
course.
makes perfect sense. After all, you can't shoot yourself, right? Trust no one.
Yeah, you're not allowed to do that, but the X version of the fight is actually a little bit more difficult than Zero's, because with Zero you can just keep them at a distance and none of their attacks will hit you. But with X, he can hit you wherever, and his double charge shot actually does a whole ton of damage.
That's pretty weird considering that X has a gun.
I mean, yeah, but he can't shoot up.
Ah, there we go. Sparkles. We're allergic to sparkles.
Oh no!
I mean, that is pretty much canon though.
Yeah. I guess.
Ah, so we're responsible for murdering a whole ton of people 10 years ago. I see.
Wait, both of you?
I mean, these things can be forgiven. See Zero.
Oh no, Netted, what are you doing?
Oh, I forgot we were in 2D for a second. Sorry.
Le bonheur!
There we go. I mean, I was trying to shoot you, but I mean, now that I've done this, well, I might as well throw my life in back with her.
I can't believe there's a character in this named Le Bonheur.
Amazing. I thought you'd fall for the biggest anime cliche ever, but you didn't. Amazing.
Being named for a penis.
I see. Also, now remove your armors and fuck already. Or keep your armors on.
Whoa.
Fulfill the will of X and Zero. To fuck.
Well, maybe we can do that somewhere else. Maybe not in the horrible poison atmosphere.
Just have to keep them real close.
Like, there's good gas.
You are cyberspace? What?
The internet has gained a mind. And it turns out to be a cute anime girl. Who could have seen this coming?
China?
Depends on which corners you hang around on in the internet. If you exclusively consume SA, then it would look completely different.
Hey guys, did you know that Hank loves jazz?
So let's just kind of dump our entire backstory with the villain now.
Then for sure the Lotus thing would be surrounded by only one ring.
The internet was fooled by brazzers to destroy the world. He took on the form of Le Bonheur.
I see now what you mean with penises. I'm a little slow today.
You know, this seems to be a large thing in most sci-fi stories, is we tried to work on this thing that would help the world, and then it turned out to eat it. Man, we fucked up.
As a scientist,
Wait, Heavy Sigh, I have an image I would like you to associate with this.
my body is somewhat awesome. Such is mine. Elf, such is mine.
I just love that we're like, we ran off here, leaving our base completely undefended except by a bunch of random schmoes. Oh, right. Maybe we shouldn't have fallen for this.
I didn't realize there is actually a character or organization called Brezzo, and I thought you were going to make a Brazos joke about, you know,
I
the
did,
internet.
several times. Nobody took me up on it. Nobody cared. Nobody thought about the boner, man.
That I got. As I said, I'm slow today. But the Brazos? Nah, it's just because I don't read the text.
Brazzers the Bonerman fooled the internet into destroying the world by pulling a 9/11 with anime OCs.
And then they blew up our ship. Here we go. Villain monologue time. I am the world's biggest terrorist. I'm just gonna admit that front up.
I am behind everything. It was me all along.
That guy took a while to try and shoot. Oh, never mind. Man, everyone's allergic to sparkles.
Yeah.
Except for Prairie, I guess.
Well, she's in the background, so...
Over 200 years old. You just can't ask a woman how old she is. Call me old-fashioned.
Oh, so you can shoot a cyber elf. They just have to get big first.
You
Yeah.
have to use your cyber gun.
And the villain just bragged about stealing the main character's boyfriend.
I'm fine. That dude at the floor, not so much. But whatever, I've already forgotten about him.
It's okay. He's like a green helmet. We have like 40 of him.
Robo flies start coming in.
Oh no.
Okay, so 80% of our organization died in the crash landing. But whatever, we'll figure something out.
I just realized that she's Tidus from Final Fantasy X. She's a dream made up by the internet. She just found that out.
Yet her outfit seems to be fairly sensible.
Yeah, it can't be a perfect analogy.
Okay, so, we have like one tech person to help us figure out what to do. This is going so great.
And he spent all day and all night building motorcycles and setting up a chandelier.
Yeah. I mean, it's a really good chandelier.
I see. He's like, first I was demented, now you're the mentor. Our positions have changed, that I like it. That's how flirting happens. Hey,
Okay.
I want to be on top.
Also, this is how I was actually able to become Model X. I know I should have probably brought this up way earlier, but I didn't.
Oh, she's jealous. Don't be jealous of a 200-year-old woman. An old hag. Only the
Rude.
anime villain would find her still delicious.
Ah, now we actually do invade cyberspace for our next mission.
I bet he wants to invade her cyberspace.
I thought that was obvious.
Much like his robot boner.